Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that everyone in the world suddenly looked the same, dressed the same, talked the same, and thought the same. Would anyone stand out? Would anyone be remembered? Probably not. Yet, that's exactly what most people are accidentally doing in 2026. They're blending in. They're copying trends, chasing algorithms, following influencers, and trying so hard to fit in that they're slowly forgetting who they actually are. Today, I want to talk about why being unique has never been more important than it is right now, and why the people who embrace their individuality will be the ones who thrive in the years ahead. Let's start with the simple truth. The future is now. Artificial intelligence can now write articles, generate images, compose music, edit videos, answer questions, and even imitate voices. Every day, technology gets smarter. That's incredible, but it also changes something fundamental. If AI can create almost anything, then what becomes valuable? The answer isn't perfection. It isn't speed. It isn't even information. It's authenticity. People don't connect with perfect. They connect with real. Think about your favorite YouTube creator. Togi, PewDiePie, and many more. Is it because they started with the fanciest camera? Probably not. Is it because every sentence is perfectly scripted? Not likely. It's because of who they are, their personality, their sense of humor, their perspective, their life experiences. Those things can't simply be copied. It's easier said than done. For years, society taught us to fit in. Dress this way, act this way, choose this career, follow this path. But the world has changed. Today, standing out isn't a disadvantage, it's an advantage. Companies are looking for creative thinkers. Audiences reward originality. Businesses are built around personal brands. Communities form around people who are genuine rather than polished. The internet is overflowing with copies. Just open up your Instagram and go on your For You page, for example. What it's starving for is authenticity. Here's something worth thinking about. No one human in history has ever had your exact combination of experiences. Your childhood, your mistakes, your victories, your fears, your passions, the people you've met, the places you've lived, the challenges you've overcome. All those experiences shape the way you see the world. That's your superpower. Two people can talk about the exact same subject, but their stories make it completely different. Your perspective has value because it belongs only to you. One of the biggest traps in 2026 is comparison. Every time you open social media, you're surrounded by people showing their best moments. Their success, their vacations, their new businesses, their perfect relationship, their expensive cars. It's easy to look at all that and think you're behind. But here's the truth. You're comparing your everyday life to someone else's highlight reel. You don't see the failures, the anxiety, the sleepless nights, the moments when they doubted themselves. Comparison steals confidence, and confidence is what allows people to become themselves. Another challenge is trends. Trends move faster than ever. One week everyone is making the same videos, the next week everyone has the same opinions. Then everyone dresses the same. They use the same music, same editing style, the same jokes, but trends expire. Authenticity doesn't. If your entire identity depends on what's popular today, what happens when tomorrow arrives? You have to reinvent yourself again. But when you're genuinely yourself, you don't have to chase every trend. People follow you because they like you, not because you're copying someone else. And let's talk about failure. Many people avoid being themselves because they're afraid of being judged. They think, what if people laugh at me? What if nobody likes me? What if I fail? Here's something successful people understand. You will be judged anyway. No matter what you do, if you stay quiet, someone will criticize you. If you speak up, someone will criticize you. If you succeed, someone will criticize you. So if judgment is unavoidable, why not be yourself? At least then you're living honestly. History is full of people who succeeded precisely because they were different. Artists, entrepreneurs, inventors, athletes, scientists, creators. The people we admire weren't remembered because they blended in. They were remembered because they dared to be different. Being different often feels uncomfortable at first. That's because originality usually looks strange before it looks brilliant. For young people especially, this message matters. You don't have to become a copy of your favorite influencer. You don't have to live someone else's dream. You don't need permission to pursue what genuinely excites you. Whether that's art, coding, music, photography, building businesses, teaching, writing, creating videos, or something completely unexpected. Your passion doesn't have to make sense to everyone else. It only has to make sense to you. In 2026, personal branding has become one of the most powerful tools anyone can build. But here's the mistake people make. They think a personal brand means creating a fake version of themselves. It doesn't. The strongest brands are simply people who consistently show who they really are. Their values, their personalities, their expertise, their story. People trust consistency, and authenticity creates trust. Let's imagine two creators. One copies every viral trend. The other talks passionately about topics they genuinely love. The first creator might grow quickly. The second might grow a little slower. But over time, the second creator often builds something much stronger, a loyal community, because people aren't just subscribing to content, they're subscribing to a person. Being unique also means accepting your imperfections. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to be the funniest, or the smartest, or the richest. Your flaws make you relatable. People connect with honesty far more than perfection. Ironically, things you're most insecure about may become the very things people appreciate the most. Here's a challenge. Stop asking, how can I be like them? Instead, ask, what can I become that's completely my own? That's a much more powerful question. Because your greatest competition isn't another person. It's the version of yourself that never had the courage to be authentic. The future belongs to creators, thinkers, problem solvers, innovators, people willing to share ideas that haven't been shared before. Not because they're trying to be different for attention, but because they're expressing something real. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs your voice, your idea, your creativity, and your perspective. The world needs you to be you. If you're watching this today and you've been hiding parts of yourself because you're worried about what people might think, remember this. Someone out there is waiting to hear your story. Someone needs your perspective. Someone will relate to your experiences, but they'll never find you if you're pretending to be somebody else. Authenticity attracts the right people. Pretending attracts the wrong ones. I've had a lot of changes in this past year. The girl I thought I was going to marry called it quits on me. My grandma I took care of got sick. The home I lived in for many years was put up for sale. Heck, I started 2026 with chickenpox, which I already had as a kid. Statistically, it wasn't my year in many ways, but through all of it, I've learned I'm happiest when I'm being genuine and fully me. Go for a surf after work. Bring some laughter to someone's day. Leave the world around you better than it was. No matter what your thing may be, live for the moment and make sure you stay you. So here's my message. Don't shrink yourself to fit into someone else's expectations. Don't let algorithms define your identity. Don't let trends replace your personality. Don't let fear silence your voice. Instead, learn, grow, experiment, improve, but always remain yourself. Because in a world where machines can imitate almost everything, the one thing they can never truly replace is a genuine human being, living with purpose, courage, and authenticity. Your uniqueness isn't something to hide. It's your greatest competitive advantage. Protect it, develop it, celebrate it. Because the future won't belong to the people who copied everyone else. It will belong to the people who had the courage to become exactly who they were meant to be. Thank you so much for watching. If this message inspired you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. And remember, the world doesn't need another version of someone else. It only needs the version of you.